Good to see people out during this cost of living crisis, when we're all supposed to be making cutbacks, aren't we? I've started making cutbacks. I've gone through my direct debits and my subscriptions to see what I'm wasting my money on. And I found out that I was spending £60 a month on dating apps. £60 a month to be rejected by women. I looked at that and I thought, I can do that for free. Because I was on a wall. A woman, she liked my profile, so I messaged her. She messaged me back, she said, I'm sorry, I was just scrolling through my phone and I accidentally liked you. She didn't leave it at that. She said, do you know if there's a way I can undo it? I don't work here, I have no idea. Another woman viewed my profile and then blocked me. I've done nothing in that. All I've done to annoy her is exist. I read a newspaper article that says scientists have done a study that found women prefer men who are bald over men with hair. I've done my own study. I once messaged a woman and she said, there's absolutely no chance I can date you because I've got a phobia of bald heads. And I thought she was joking, but it is a genuine condition and she was telling the truth. And I said, if you don't mind me asking, what caused that? She said, well, a few years ago I dated someone who was bald and everything was great until I had a panic attack the first time he went down on me. She said, the reason I had a panic attack is because from my point of view, it looked like I was giving birth to a giant baby. And I wish I'd never asked. But being single, I get invited to weddings. My mates there getting married, and because I'm single, I just get mainly invited to the night do. You know you're scum when you get that invite, don't you? We want you to celebrate our special day, but only when we're too drunk to care if you're there. To be honest, it's worse if I get invited to the full day, because then I've got to buy them a gift. They send that list down under all the stuff that they need. And I thought, when I was in a bedsit when my girlfriend left me, I had nothing. I should have been allowed to send a list out to them. They've got 2 wages coming in. And I know what'll happen, they'll get married, she'll get pregnant, they'll have a baby shower, more presents, christening, more presents, scroungers. Probably should have left that bit out of the best man speech, really. I'm not a big fan of weddings, I prefer funerals, if I'm honest. Because there's I think I've got the right face for a funeral. Because this is what I look like happy and this is what I look like sad. Another reason I prefer funerals is because I once bought a new suit for a wedding. And about a week before the wedding, the bride got cold feet and cancelled it. That'd never happen with a funeral, would it? I've recently been invited to a wedding abroad. My mate's getting married. He said, we're getting married, but it's in Cyprus. Do you want to come? And I thought, not really. Because all you're asking me to do there is pay to go on holiday with your family. And that sounds like a crap holiday, doesn't it? Because if you take the wedding out, and your mate comes up and says, do you want to come to Cyprus with my mum, dad, granddad, all my aunties and uncles? Definitely not. I didn't want to go and I was trying to find an excuse, and about the same time, I got diagnosed with a bladder tumour. So that was lucky. When I got that, I had to go for something called a cystoscopy. I don't know if anyone's had one of them. You've had one, yeah. So it's a camera that goes through your penis and into your bladder. And the doctor came out and said, it's nothing to worry about. It's just a flexible tube about the width of a pencil. And he said that like it's supposed to reassure me. Like I've looked at the pencil before and gone, yeah, that'll fit. So I went to the hospital, I'm on a bed, I've got one of those gowns on, but they've lifted it up. They make you shave, I don't know why. But now I've got matching collar and cuffs. There's two nurses either side of the bed there just having a chat. I heard one go, "Did you see the size of the queue in the canteen?" Then I got paranoid, I thought, is that some sort of code for look how small his nose is? Then the doctor came out with this thing that looked like a fishing rod. Starts putting it in. Then he gets this screen out and starts giving me a tour of my bladder like he's showing me around a one-bed apartment. He said, "You've got a bladder tumour here, you'll need surgery for that. But I've also noticed you've got an enlarged prostate. You need to make an appointment for a prostate examination." So I phoned the doctors, got through to reception, and I explained, and I said, "I need to make an appointment for a prostate examination." And she said, "We're not actually doing in-person appointments, but I can give you a telephone consultation." So how's that work then? Do I just hold the phone next to my arse? Let the doctor listen to it. I finally got an appointment, walked into the doctor's office. He's at his desk, and next to him is a girl about 20 years old, and he goes, "This is Laura, she's a medical student, and if you don't mind, she's going to be observing your examination today." And I thought, no, put it on the telly in reception as well. I wanted to refuse, but I felt guilty. I thought, what if I say no, and Laura fails a medical degree? I don't want to be responsible for Laura having to join OnlyFans just to pay the rent. So I let her watch. So the doctor said, "Get on the bed, pull your jeans down and lift your knees up." I get on the bed, got my jeans down, knees up. He comes over, he goes, puts his hand on my shoulder, he went, "Just relax." Still have my coat on. That felt wrong. He checked my prostate, and then he said, "Would you mind giving a semen sample?" I thought, I'm not doing that in front of Laura. But luckily I could do that at home and gave me a pot and a leaflet. And I was reading this leaflet and it said, "Before collecting your sample, you can't have sex or masturbate for 2 to 7 days." So I picked 2. 2 days went by, my special day arrived. I had a bath, I lit some candles. No, because I thought, normally when you do that you don't want to get caught, do you? But this time, I've got an hospital letter. I've got an official document that says I'm allowed. This is not just any wank, it's an NHS wank. So I'm downstairs in my favourite chair. I've got porn up on the telly. I picked a video and then I got distracted because under the video it said, "Do you want to share this video?" And then next to it there's a Facebook icon and all that. And I thought, who's sharing porn to Facebook? Who's watching porn going, "You know, I love this Uncle Frank"? I'll have to tag him in it. And then next to it there's like a thumbs up and a thumbs down. And it said, "Do you want to rate this video?" Who's rating a wank? Who's finishing and going, "That was the best wank I've ever had"? Some people do, and some people put thumbs downs as well. Like, how depressing must their life be? Like, you finish a wank and go, "I wish I were dead." So I started watching this video, and I'm getting into it, and I'm enjoying myself, and you know what I mean. I think I enjoyed myself a bit too much though, because I forgot to get it in the pot. So then I had to wait another 2 days. I got my results, I went to the doctor, he said, "I think you've got something called prostatitis, which means your prostate's enlarged and it's blocking your urine flow." He said, "One thing you can do to help this, he says, when you're standing over the toilet, if you can't get a proper flow, what you can do to relax your prostate is gently tickle your bum cheek. And I thought, are you a proper doctor? He said, there's something else that might work. I can give you a prostate massage, and that might relax you. I thought it won't. He said, I want to try you on this medication, but there are some side effects. You will need to go to the toilet more frequently. And he was right. I was on a train station where there were no toilets. There was only me on the platform, so I bought a bottle of water from a vending machine, emptied it out. I just thought, I'll piss in this bottle. Just about to start and someone came on the platform. So I'm thinking, where should I go now? And I saw a photo booth. So I thought I'd take the bottle in here. So I went in there, shut the curtain, that went to there. I'm tall, so I had to stand on this chair to fit in. Stood on a chair, bent like that. Just about to start pissing and the chair starts swiveling. So then I had to squat on this chair. I'm squatting on this chair, I'm aiming into my bottle, I'm tickling my arse. And I thought, while I'm here, I might as well get my passport forward. And I decided to go to that wedding in Cyprus. That was a mistake, because I was on a beach in a shirt and tie, sweating, sun cream dripping in my eyes. And I thought, I've paid for this. One of the worst experiences in my life, and I paid for it. And I thought, how am I going to get my money back? Because I might never get married, there might not be a return leg. So I thought, what I'm going to do to get my revenge, I'll have a funeral abroad. It's going to be somewhere boiling hot, everyone's got to wear a suit. We're going to have a photographer taking pictures. You know that pose that brides do when she lays across all the men? Right. Do that with my body. We'll have flowers as well, and at the end, somebody can throw a wreath out, and whoever catches it there next. There are some other side effects to this tablet as well that I'm on. You can't ejaculate, so you have dry orgasms, and that's weird. I remember I said to the doctor, that's going to be a bit strange during sex. He says, oh, don't worry about that. He says, what you do, 3 or 4 days before you have sex, stop taking the tablets and it goes back to normal. And I thought, I'm a single man, I can't go around scheduling sex. I have to take what I can get. I recently had a one-night stand, and it turned out to be a bit of a disaster because we were having sex, and I noticed that she had mirrored wardrobes. And I just caught a look at myself, and I thought, God, is that what you look like? You know when you record your voice and you hear it back, and you think, God, is that what I sound like? Well, I had this in HD vision. I'm thinking, look at the state of you. I didn't realise how pale I was. I looked like a corpse. I'm behind her, she's got her head down, and I'm thinking, I better keep it down because if she looks up and sees Uncle Fester hanging out the back I had to turn away, I repositioned, but that made it worse because then I could see how fat I was. And my tits were bigger than hers. And then she's like backing on, and I can hear my belly slapping on her. So I got sick of this, so I turned away. But I couldn't help looking. And that's a view of my body that I've never seen before. And there's a reason you should never look, because now I've got more questions. I'm thinking, why have I got more hair on my ass than my head? I'm basically watching my own sex tape through this mirror. And I'll tell you how bad it was. I started to lose my erection. And then she made it worse because she looked at me and she went, I want you to come inside me. And I thought, no, I'm on tablets, I can only come inside myself. I thought, how can I get out of this? How can I save this? So I just had to go down on her. So I'm on the bed, got my head between her legs, and I couldn't help looking in the mirror. And I'll be honest, it did look like she was giving birth to a giant baby. That's my time, thanks a lot.